Gaming streamer whose income relies on men says that men are the problem in the gaming community. I know, we're already off to a riveting start here with things not making sense, but it gets worse. So let's go ahead and dive into this video. So I saw this tweet on my timeline a couple days or so ago, and I just had to say something about it. Before I really dive into my commentary, let me just show you what she had to say. She was feeling pretty good about it when she shared this, so much that it looks like this was made for TikTok or Instagram Reels or something of that nature. She even added the captions. She thought she ate with this. So I'll just show it to you and then I'll add my commentary. Yes, on TikTok. Here we go.
She wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby.
Oh, hold on. Let's turn. Well, that is turned up. It's just quiet. Let me make sure that I have this turned up here so you guys can hear it. And let's observe.
She wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby is not, nor has it ever been, a valid excuse for men to act like pieces of human garbage in gaming. I shouldn't have to play a game where all I say is hi and the whole game is thrown and I'm in hell for the next 40 minutes because men are being emotional about it. That is not normal, and that's not how the old COD days were, because I promise you.
Do you remember the old COD days, first of all? I'm gonna say no.
As a man, you have never had somebody throw on the basis of your gender. That doesn't happen. You can say it happens. You're lying. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's such a common thing in the comments of my videos. You guys want to be oppressed so bad that you'll look at a man calling me telling me he's gonna tell me to get back in the kitchen and say it's not a woman thing and say that that happens to you too. It doesn't. There's a reason that historically male-dominated spaces are known for being toxic and unsafe. That goes for gaming, that goes for sports. Any male-dominated space is a bad one.
So why do you want to go into a male-dominated space and then say, okay, guys, leave? Why do you want to be there then? If you can't hang, why do you even want to be there? Which I've got more commentary. I don't want to talk over this yet because I have a lot to add. But let's just continue.
That's not me being sexist. That is me saying there is an inherent issue with the way that you guys have your locker room talk that makes everybody else feel unsafe. I don't know how you could possibly find it fun to make other people feel unsafe. No woman is asking men to make gaming a safe space with
That's literally what you're just doing.
Sunshine and rainbows and everything, but could you please be normal? Because I want to be able to enjoy playing the game without my life being threatened, without my body being threatened.
Why also, she put on a cleavage, peephole cleavage top just for this discussion.
Because I'm existing as a woman. And men are the ones making it unsafe. And I do not care if you feel targeted by me saying men, or if you feel attacked by me saying men. You are part of the problem. If you feel attacked by that, you're part of the problem. If you say just mute them, you're part of the problem. If you sit there and let them say that to me and you don't intervene, you are part of the problem. Because I have a lot of male friends, normal male friends, who don't say slurs and don't threaten people and just play like normal. I understand it's not all men. But if you are not one of the men doing this, it is entirely on you to help stop the men who are. If you don't understand that and you don't understand power imbalances and
men are the problem. Also, men help me. You need to stand up for me when I'm in these lobbies.
Gender hierarchy, it's not my place to teach you. I'm not your mother. I'm not your teacher. Close the game for 5 minutes and educate yourself. But stop making this a bad experience for everybody else who's just trying to play the game.
She went full Karen mode there. Guys, this is how you're going to do things, and this is how things need to be done. And if you're a guy observing, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and all right. Also, old COD lobbies weren't like that. Old COD lobbies weren't like that. I just saw her post not long ago saying she was 20 for her 25th birthday. So, girl, you don't know what the old COD lobbies were like, okay? She wants to act like, oh, the old COD lobbies weren't this bad. Are you serious? There were way less limitations on toxicity in chat back in those days. Girl, you wouldn't survive an old COD lobby. Be real. Be freaking for real. So I said here, men are the gaming community. Competitive games would not sustain without them. And for every guy giving you crap for being a girl, there's 10 more offering you free gear just for existing. So girl, be freaking for real. You want to sit on here and say men are the problem with the gaming community. Meanwhile, you wouldn't even be doing streaming as any type of career. I don't know if she's doing this full time, how much money she's making, so on and so forth, but she wouldn't be doing it at all as a side business at any type of business capacity if it wasn't for men, because gaming is a male dominated hobby. Men are the ones who are contributing to paid subscriptions for these streamers, the leaving tips, all of that kind of stuff, any type of purchases to help their content type thing. It's predominantly men in the gaming space. I have been in the gaming space as a job since 2010, so it's been quite a while. But yes, I mean, before I've worked for companies and stuff, but when I went completely independent on my own, it's men who are funding this. It is men with across the board with the male content creators as well, but it's men doing it. So you want to sit here and hate on men and say they're the problem when men represent the gaming community. Yeah, there's a lot of women in it, but those of us who got in it back in the day before it became popularized, because let's be real, the gaming scene and the glamorization of being a gaming streamer and all that really made gaming go downhill a lot. Once they started trying to appeal to the mainstream, once they started glamorizing being a gamer, because back in the day when people made fun of gamers, you were called like a nerd, a dweeb, a dork. It wasn't cool to be a gamer before, but we still did it anyway. And I think that's one reason why gaming was better back in the day, and even that reflects in the video games themselves also, because hey, we're a bunch of rejects. We didn't care. We loved the hobby. And so whenever a girl was in that space, and so whenever I hopped on like a Halo lobby or a Call of Duty lobby, I used to be in the PMS clan. Us girls in that clan, we wanted to be able to hang with the dudes. It wasn't about, oh, we're going to walk in here, hey guys, I'm a girl, give me special treatment. Never was like that. When we were in these lobbies, it was either smack talk right back or just mute. But most of the time, these girls were dishing it. But a lot of us who are gamers and who were gamers back then, we were in it because we genuinely liked gaming. Again, that was before it became popularized. So just being a girl in this gaming space wasn't nearly as common back then, because, I mean, we definitely existed and we've always existed, but you don't see it as much now. The amount of girls streaming on Twitch and stuff, that was not normal back then. And the girls who were in the space, especially once streaming first started coming out, all that, we weren't about, oh, let me wear this top that shows cleavage and a push-up bra and all this and that. We were not doing that. We would make fun of girls who did that. That was like, oh, look at me. I'm a girl and I got my titties all up. And, oh, yeah. We were all about, hey, let's show them that we felt like we had something to prove. Like, okay, we can hang. We're actual gamers. This, that, and the other. And so whenever people were insulting us in the lobby or that, you dish it back. We didn't make this gigantic deal out of it. And so because the mainstream walked in, the mainstream is all soft about everything. The mainstream's also easily offended. Look at the quality of games now. Games are babied down for the mainstream. They're not as challenging as they used to be. A lot of these lobbies have a lot more rules on conduct in their lobbies. Not that everything was always a free-for-all, because I remember playing different online games. Played games like old school RuneScape, actual old school RuneScape. When I say actual, I mean like 2001 RuneScape. I don't mean whenever they updated the graphics. That's RuneScape 2. So classic RuneScape. I know there were still some limitations if somebody was just being, if they were just saying things, you could get banned or whatever for these types of things, but especially in an MMO setting and all that. So even so, though, it was more free. It wasn't so much of like, oh, my VV's got hurt. Oh no. This her trying to say, oh, well, I don't care who you are if you're a guy. People don't call you names. People don't use slurs at you just because you're a guy. Dude, these guys talk to each other worse, okay? They pick the low-hanging fruit to try to grief you with. That's the thing when it comes to competitive spaces like video games, sports, this and that, is when it's high adrenaline, high stakes, you want to win, competitive environment, then yeah, smack talking is part of that. You want to try to tilt your opponent, or if you're in a team setting, hey, sometimes people get really frustrated. They feel like their teammates aren't holding up, so they're going to insult them based on the common denominator that they can find. So if a dude, it's whatever. When a dude hears a girl, they can tell, oh, that's a girl. Let me and tilt her by making jokes or insulting her based on her being a girl. Yeah, that happens, but the guys are getting it too. Like if there's a black guy on there, he's gonna be called N-word. Or if there's, if they could see and they see a bald guy, they'd be making fun of him for not having hair, so on and so forth. It's always gonna be that common denominator, the most or the lowest hanging fruit, the thing that they notice the most, right? So if you're tilted about it, then you're just, that's what they were trying to do anyway. So I don't know, maybe I don't get it. Like, that's the thing about this kind of stuff. So if you actually feel like your safety is at risk, which in this case in a game lobby, no, it ain't that deep. Yeah, do I think that there are a bunch of giant babies on there? If they hop on there and start saying that they are going to unalive you or they want this, that, and the other, like, yeah, come on, you're a giant baby. Like, they do exist. But can you not handle that? That makes you weak. If you can't handle a giant baby be like having a tantrum and that's going to get you all emotional, dude, if someone's throwing a tantrum on the mic, just mute them. Oh, but I'm a woman. Like, dude, really? So anyway, she goes on here to show. I'm just gonna have to show you before. I just get ready because it gets worse.
No, it's over, Ina. It's over. Like, if I were to have a boy, we better pray to God that he's gay. We better start indoctrinating him day one. We have to either make him trans or make him gay. We are not having a cisgender straight son.
So yeah. Oh, why are men hating on me because of my gender and this and that? Well, what did you just do right there? You hate men. But oh, it's problematic if they tell me to get in the kitchen, but I can say, oh yeah, no, we will indoctrinate my son. And so someone's like, ever heard of a joke? Dude, this is, oh my gosh. I thought that, oh goodness, that is, okay. Okay, I'll just, no comment. But anyway, oh, so it's okay if she makes a joke like that, but if a guy in a lobby is bantering or making a joke about her getting back in the kitchen, then, oh my gosh, why men are the problem in the gaming community? Really? Also, just everything she has said here is disgusting. It's like, oh yeah, you want to indoctrinate your son on a path to burn in the fires of hell for eternity. Okay. You want to indoctrinate your son into a degenerate lifestyle because you hate men that bad. All right. So anyway, she did get suspended for 2 weeks. I also have been suspended on Twitch for 2 weeks. I've got like a week left, a little over a week. I said I'm suspended for being anti-LGBT. She's suspended for saying she would groom her son to be gay or trans. The plot twists are insane this season. Oh my gosh, that yeah. I am surprised Twitch. I mean, allegedly, we don't know exactly what her suspension is for, but we're figuring that's probably the case. But yeah, that is kind of funny. Both sides of the spectrum on that. But yeah, anyway, so this is where we're at. All I know is, as a girl gamer, I know some people don't like the term girl gamer, but whatever. I don't give a crap. I'm a girl. I'm a gamer. Girl gamer. This is just insulting to me to see women acting like this. A lot of these girls, if gaming didn't become popularized, if gaming didn't become mainstream, if streaming didn't get glamorized, they wouldn't be doing it. Let's just be real. They wouldn't. And those of us who were really in it, though they're not, now I know it's easy to just be like, oh, I wish, and some people in the comments are like, oh, I wish they would just segregate all of the gamers from male and female. But me, I'm like, no, wait a minute. There's still a lot of us girl gamers who can hang. A lot of us girl gamers who grew up with brothers. We can hang with the smack talk. We can deal with it. It will mute if we have to, but usually we don't even have to do that because someone throwing a tantrum on comms is whatever. That's what I don't get, is why are you going to get so bent out of shape over that when they're making themselves look bad is what they're doing at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just like there really are some legit girl gamers who love the hobby, who don't hate men and all that. But unfortunately, it's the popularization, it's the mainstream making games baby down, the coddling of people, the coddling of the snowflakes and all that has brought out a lot of these types, male and female alike, because there's some soy boys who are acting absolutely retarded as well. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And if you want me to read the Bible to you, you can check out my Bible channel, Bible Time with Melanie Mack. Thank you all again. I'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, go boom.